Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC and probably going to be talking about most of the alt setup. I gave you guys right over the last few days and so on. All of these alt, they pumping 20, 30, 40, 50%, right? We're going to talk about XRP, guys. XRP is the main thing right today. Also, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. So if you haven't joined our public Telegram group, make sure to do so. We got like over, almost 700 traders in the group, and you can see like, I do share my trades. Even, if you're not in the premium group, you can get this juicy setup just like storage right now. If you guys remember last couple of weeks, few months back, okay, the storage pump 200% and all of that, guys. I gave it to you guys. So storage is looking very, very juicy. So I'm looking for a 30% move from storage, a similar move to Blue Zell. We already basically killed Blue Zell with a 30% move, similar to Ethereum, ADA, and all of that good stuff. So we basically nailed it excellently, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at the chart, right? So everything is pumping right now, so it is hard to jump in, right? So you just gotta be cautious. If you did not buy the dip, the last time we dipped, you might be might want to wait a little bit for the next dip, right? So we're gonna talk about all of that good stuff. So now let's go to the go ahead and take a look at King BTC first before we talk about King XRP. So King BTC, all I want to see BTC do right now is like to stay sideways, right? Just about like 18,000 to 20,000 area, right? We're going to be moving sideways and alt going to be pumping massively, guys. So it is not time to be buying BTC in my own opinion, right? I don't care about BTC. All I want to see, I want to see BTC staying stable, right, between just about like 18 to 20k area. I don't care if it breaks all-time high or if it doesn't break it. I just want to see a stable BTC in this range of just about like 8 to 10%. As long as we do not drop 15-20%, alt going to be pumping massively. And we're going to talk about alt setup. You guys know I love alt season, so most of you guys made crazy killer, right? Crazy killing, right, over the last alt season. So we're going to be seeing another alt season if BTC doesn't basically change the structure, right? Now let's take a look at the 3-day chart. If you take a look at the 3-day chart, it is time to be cautious, as we talked about it previously, right? You can see like the 3-day RSI is almost at 90, right? 89, 98. So it is pretty close, right, to 90. So it is time to be cautious, right? But no sign of bearishness on a 3-day basis. So no need to be panicking and all of that good stuff, right? Are we going to drop? We're going to drop, of course. We're going to drop deeply, 30 to 35, even 40%, right? But we just don't know at what price level we're going to get that rejection. So as of now, it is time to enjoy alt while they're pumping. That way you increase your BTC holding, right? So even if BTC dump like 30%, you're still okay because you already increased your BTC holding 30%. You see what I'm saying? So it is not time to be basically FOMOing on BTC right now. I really don't care what BTC, what the bull is going to be doing over the next few days and so on, right? So remember, I said it multiple times, BTC can pump from 10K to 20K. That's 100% move. That's only 2x factor. But guess what, guys? XRP just give us a 2x factor in 3 days, right? 4 days and so on, right? We jumping into XRP long just about like 26, 27. We took good profits at, just about like 38 to 40, still sitting on our basically XRP, not try to sell, not try to do anything, because we could see some massive gains from XRP, all right? So it is something like to remember, in case you try to short XRP right now, right? So now let's take a look at BTC Weekly. Weekly time frame, nothing much we can say, right? So for the weekly, we just started a fresh week, so nothing we can say. The previous week was crazy, man. It was a big move, man. It was a big move. Take a look at it, but 20% move. Okay, so at some point, okay, guys, we're gonna come back down to the mid 17 and mid 16. We just don't know when, right? We're gonna be coming back down. So if you're FOMOing now, and you own a BTC long, best thing to do, make sure to have your stop loss. Okay, when you have your stop loss right in place, you're at least not going to lose your BTC. Even if you get stopped out, you're going to be like, okay, I at least got my BTC. I can flip short and take it to the, you know, to the downside, right? But on the weekly time frame, still looking good. 3-day looking good. Daily also looking, you know, looking good. All right, especially like if we basically reverse right now, that's going to be incredible. In our premium member, right, my premium group, before the dump, guys, I showed them like, you know, check out the 8-hour 21 EMA. As long as we stay above it, it is bullish. Okay, it is bullish. No need to panic. As if it dip down 8-hour, you know, at the most we could retest like 12-hour. That's the most I can see. Okay, as of now. So expect like a reversal from BTC at some point. We could still dip down here, right? Get a bigger flat correction on the 12-hour and basically pump to the upside after that, if we do not basically you know, do not break this key area, right? Remember that, right? So now let's move on to XRP, because XRP is basically king right now, right? So it is boring to talk about BTC right now. Not boring, but you know, XRP is basically, you know, XRP, right? 20% up, my boy. Look at XRP, guys. Looking juicy, guys. Looking very, very juicy. Okay, so let's focus on the XRP higher time frame first thing first, right? So if you take a look at XRP higher time frame, this range was, guys, a massive accumulation range. I didn't do anything, guys. When XRP was moving sideways in our premium, we didn't even talk about XRP because we knew, right, when we pump, we're going to pump massively, and we tend to take these, you know, 40 to 50% move from XRP. So we did not worry, like over like, you know, almost like 6-8 weeks, we did not do anything, guys. Just sit tight on our XRP and watch the market do the work. All right, as soon as we basically broke out above like 27, we basically jump in on a long position and just, you know, took it to the upside, right? So now, as you can see, the move is actually very, very big, guys, for XRP. It is a big move. If you take a look at it from, you know, the bottom of the, you know, sideways correction, we're already, guys, up like 150% up on your money, guys. Not just on your XRP, but if you just huddle, you're up 150%. If you long it, you're probably up like 400, 600%, right? Stuff like that, depending on your leverage. So let's just keep that in mind, right? So everything is looking very, very juicy, right? You take a look at this range. Let's go on Poloniex. On Poloniex, XRP next fifth retracement, right? Going to be crazy, guys. You guys not going to believe it, guys. You guys not going to believe it. Okay, look at it, guys. We about to hit 50% pullback, and guys, if we break this key level of 60 cents, right, we do not have any other resistance all the way up to basically 85 and basically $1.50, right? And you know, XRP pump, right? They don't basically play. XRP doesn't pump like 10%, and when it pumps, it's gonna pump massively, just like what you're seeing right now. So I wouldn't try to like a short or take, you know, take too much profit. Yes, take your profit if you want, right? But at least give it time to digest the pump. And if we get rejected, we're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna be reaccumulating. We could be looking for, you know, another pullback, 50% to 0.618, and we're gonna be moving sideways and all of that good stuff. If the trend is not strong enough, we might be double bottoming. So just remember that, okay? Don't get overexcited and thinking like we're going to 589 and bang, you know, we're gonna get rejected. Everybody gonna feel sad and all of that good stuff, right? But as of now, I would just huddle, take profits every 10% it moves, right? You take some more profits every 10%, take some profit all the way up to basically, you know, 160 or even like, you know, double top right here, right? All time high, right? Because it's gonna pull back. It's not gonna go up forever, right? Just keep that in mind. So now let's take a look at XRP on a monthly basis, right? So take a look at XRP on a monthly basis. That's just incredible, guys. If you're a bear, you don't want to see XRP pumping on a monthly basis like this. That's just going to be, guys, that's just so bullish, man. Look at the volume. Look at the volume, guys. Okay, look at the volume. So, and we're going to be closing above the monthly 21 EMA, right? So that's incredible. So not time to be selling. You can take some profits, but not time to be selling. Okay. And take a look at resistance right there. We about hit resistance on the monthly basis. So let's see how we basically going to get challenged by the bears. Just about like 57, 60 cents, right? Right there, 57 to 60 cents area. Because we could not close above this range back in like September 2018. That 80% pump right there also, you know, we could not close above like 86. So these two areas, we're going to be monitoring it, right? Over the next few days, right? Especially like, you know, before end of the month, right? But everything is looking great, right? So, hey, what's up, Crypto Takeover? Hey, what's up, Crit? Thanks a lot for tuning in. So, let's just keep that in mind, right? So let's just keep that in mind, just in case, guys, we hit these resistances and you know, have to basically take a deep step back and you know, have to reaccumulate. But it looks good. That's the only thing you need to know. XRP BTC. If you go ahead and take a look at XRP BTC. Let's check XRP BTC on Poloniex. So XRP BTC on Poloniex, what we've been looking for XRP BTC was like a retest of, you know, 1000 sats, right? And as you can see on Poloniex, and I said it right, I was like, we already hit like 1300, right? That's close enough. So it is time to start accumulating, right? Can it drop lower? Absolutely. But it is good time at 1500 and below. Make sure to basically accumulate some XRP, right? Now we basically just breaking resistance versus BTC. We're gonna have to deal basically just about like 3000, 3300 range. That's our, you know, main target, 33, 3400 sats. If we can break it, we can definitely see some more, you know, uptrend from XRP bulls, right? So everything looks good so far. So let's see how, you know, we're going to be pumping to the upside, right? So you take a look at the monthly MACD already crossing bullish. So that's a good sign. We just don't want to see a divergence. A divergence, it is already bearish, right? I mean, it means like we're going to be dipping back. So I don't expect, right, a possible divergence. Can we get it? Yes, right? But I don't want to see it. Not expect, but I don't want to see a possible divergence, because it means like we're going to be going through another bear market, like XRP double bottoming, right? It is something like just to keep in mind, so we know exactly what we're going to be expecting over the next few, you know, over the next few months and so on. Just in case we get rejected, we know we just have to, you know, we know we have to basically double bottom just like that, just in case, guys. I'm not saying we will, but it is something like we just got to keep in mind and not be not FOMO right now, right? Not FOMO. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Compound is pumping. We got target for compound up to 150, 170. So we're going to talk about all of that good stuff. So Ethereum macro scale broke the structure. Ethereum macro scale on a weekly basis. Once again, we're going to go back and talk about the Ether macro scale. As we said, if we break 500, right, we don't have any other resistance between, like, we don't have resistance between 5 and 600, and you can see like how fast Ethereum pumped like from 500 to 600. It did it like in like what, 2 days and so on, right? So, and next resistance to basically keep an eye on, basically it is just about like 639, which is like a small resistance. It is not a big resistance. We talk about it. So the next big resistance, it is going to be $800 Ethereum. Okay, so if you're bullish on Ethereum, that's a good sign, right? If you're still holding on to your Ethereum, just keep an eye on 800. I'm not telling you to sell or buy whatever, right? I'm just telling you my opinion. So you know, just keep an eye on $800 Ethereum for the next few days, right? If we do not get, you know, a rejection, just about like 600, right? 600 to 639. So we basically been bullish on Ethereum like after the broke out above $400, and we basically just been adding on long in it, not try to short it or do anything, all the way up to basically 650, 550 to a 560 area, right? So we actually got out, like me myself, right, took most of my profits just about like 547 area, okay, because that was a target 534 to basically a 550 area, right? But now we're still seeing like more bullish momentum from Ethereum. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day 21 EMA acting as a support right there. As you can see, we've been moving sideways, right, in this range. In a wave analysis, you might be thinking like it is a possible ending diagonal, right? Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen like most people are calling it ending diagonal, and they're going to be expecting this move. I was expecting it, but I was like, okay, we just have to be cautious because the overall market is bullish, right? I'm not going to go with this play. It is possible, but I'm just going to stick with the bullish momentum to the upside. You take a look at the volume right there at the top, was very low sell volume, not a big sell volume like the one we got right here. So I was like, okay, we just have to suck it up and basically keep buying. 450, 475. It is, I know it is a top, but since like we got a low volume right here, it's not, you know, it's not a big deal. We can basically break out to the upside, right? So very, very good setup, right? However, now let's take a look at the bearish setup for Ethereum. Since like we're expecting a possible rejection just about like low 600, right? If and only if, okay, we're gonna get this 5-wave move, right? This could be, okay, it could be, you know, it could extend all the way up to basically 800, but let's just assume, right, this is a possible ending diagonal, right, just about low 600. We could see a possible retracement. Okay, we can see another retracement down to a wave number 4, which is roughly around like, you know, $300 Ethereum. So let's just keep that in mind. So just in case you're looking to buy the dip, you know at what price level you could be looking for to buy the dip, just in case bears, bears decide to basically reject the price, in this range of 600, right? But wait for a rejection. Don't just jump in and start to short it right now without no confirmation, because if it pumps, it can pump to like the biggest the big resistance, which is like 800. So keep that in mind, guys. So you got both set up, you know what to do and what to expect, just in case market is in your favor. Hey, what's up, Goodlandia? Zero channel. Remind me later. The DXY, I'm bullish on the DXY. I've been saying it. We've been analyzing the DXY over the last few weeks. We've been expecting that double bottom. I'm expecting like DXY to pump to a 94, right? Over the last, let's see, DXY. So that's what I'm expecting from the DXY. If you join my premium, we already got the setup. When the DXY was making this move, we showed you already. This was a 3-way move, right? And we're gonna get this move after we're gonna get that move. And this move, it is the same exact move Omega Go is making. It is the same exact move Storage is making right now. We killing it. It is the same exact move I got from Bluezell, ADA, Ethereum. Same setup, double bottom, flat correction. You could be looking either, a rejection right here, right? Or you can basically even get another pump to the upside, right? But I'm bullish on the dollar, so you just have to be careful with BTC at 20K, right? Just have to be very, very cautious on a daily basis, it looks great. Looks great. Okay, looks great. We got a nice daily reversal candle right here, so let's just be cautious. Okay, I got a possible setup right here. We could get this rejection, a small flat right here, and another retest right there before doing this move also. So it is going to be a lot of noise. I just don't want to go into through too much details, but the directional move going to be this move. Okay, that's what we're looking for. And in between, you could get a lot of noise. Okay, you could get this type of noise and all of that good stuff, but the big move is upward, guys. That's the only thing we need to know and focus on. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this alt. We're gonna start off this alt with with AVE. So I already talked about most of this stuff in my premium group, right? AVE, bullish on it, a nice triangular formation. We just need to stay in this range of to roughly around like 30,000, right? 300,000 actually, right? 300,000 BTC right there, right? Let's just say 3178. If we can stay above it, we're gonna be looking for the 5670 range, right? Right there. 5773 area. So for AVE BTC, AVE USD is not looking that strong so far on the 8 hour, right? It is not looking that strong because we can still drop much lower, right here, and retest this range and before pumping to the upside. So that's why I'm just being cautious with with AVE USDT, right? I was kind of bullish right there, just about 62. It pumped to the upside, got rejected. So we could be seeing like, lower numbers from it, right? But I'm going to be monitoring it just in case we get a nice double bottom, just about like 63. If we get a double bottom at 63, we're still going to be looking for another move to the upside, right? Not saying it's going to go all the way up there, but just keep an eye on it. So you can see like my ADA setup, just like the dollar, right? Same setup. It just broke the support area. That's the only difference. And I was looking for this move up to like just about like low 700, and you can see, guys, we pump all the way up to basically almost 900 range, right? So same setup. ADA is still looking bullish, but it is going to come down. So do not FOMO on it, especially versus BTC. ADA USD, as you can see, like, guys, you've been following me long enough, and we did basically say target for ADA was right there, just about like 13.5. We even broke it and hit basically a 15.5 range, so which is pretty good, right? And in terms of wave analysis, it seems like we're in a 5-wave structure where we got this one, right? You got your wave number 2, you're looking for your wave number 3. Okay, it's not even done yet. It can still pump to the upside before coming back down, right? So let's just keep that in mind. And this wave, it is basically our wave number 3 right there. 1, 2. We're looking for wave number 3, 4, and then wave number 5 before we come down right here. So ADA BTC is still looking very, very bullish. So give it time to digest this big move. It is a big move for ADA, right? Looking at like 50% move, guys. 50% move, right? 50% move. And we talk about it, guys, over the last few days. Keep an eye on ADA. So XRP is going to the moon, man. It's going my bull friend. Yeah, XRP is going to the moon, guys. It is going to the moon, man. It is going to the moon. So let's go ahead and move on to Algo. So Algo, I'm very bullish on Algo, guys. I got a target for Algo just about like 34, but I think it can hit much higher than 34. Similar structure with ADA. I just showed you ADA, right? I was expecting ADA just to pump to like 700, right? Just to hit the 8-hour 100 EMA, but you can see that we overextended on ADA. Okay, doesn't mean we're gonna get it on Algo. Algo can still retrace lower, right? We can see another retracement from Algo. like this, okay, we can get this small flat correction right there, and then bang, okay, bang to the upside. So keep an eye on algo. I'm very bullish on algo, guys. Very. I don't have to tell you twice, because you remember, guys, when I told you buy algo right here, right here, entry 25, right, and target was, guys, was right there. Look at it, 6,000, right? We said we're gonna buy algo at 2,500, right, and we're gonna sell at 6,000, guys. 150% move. You only get that from Send Crypto, okay? 150% move. So, but currently I don't see us pumping 150%, right? But we can definitely try to hit this support area, which is like 2,000, okay? A nice 25 to 30% move, right? So algo USDT already hit target 32.5. We got another target just about 34. So, but the biggest target going to be just about like 44 range, right? So if you can wait all the way up to that level, you're gonna make massive profits, right? That's another it is almost 60% profits if you basically enter that 27, 28 range when we were talking about algo, right? And you just huddle all the way up to the upside, right? And if you're on leverage 2x, you're looking at, you know, guys, you're looking at like 150% move, something like that, right? So now let's move on to Atom. So Atom, same setup. I'm looking for a push to the upside. I've been bullish on it, but this sucker did not want to move this range, right? I was bullish on it right there, okay, at the very bottom, but this sucker dumped, but it's not moving fast. So we just got to break this key area, which is like 31.25, and we're going to be looking for the uptrend, this trend line to the upside, just about like 37.77. Right, you can go back and watch the you know, the live stream if you want to, right? So in case I'm going fast, right? Because we got to go back to XRP, guys, because XRP is mooning, man. Gold is dumping, so that's not good. If gold is dumping, that's not good at all, because a dollar, I just showed you guys. Hey, what's up, 666 in the house? We're gonna talk about helium later on, right? I'm gonna go by alphabetical order. So SOL USD, we're gonna talk about it. I think it's on my watch list. So hey, what's up, Zach? You're still holding on to your Monero. So Atom, right, look for 37, okay, 3700 range. It's not 30,000 range, right? So Atom USD. So Atom USD, I kind of upgraded my target, right? You know, I was looking for this upper, you know, this resistance level, just about $7 range, but I just pushed it to the upside up to like 7.6 and could possibly hit like 8.5. But main target going to be $7 range, right? Just like Link, you can see like Link is struggling to break the $15 range, right? So we could struggle to break $7, right, for Atom. Temporary resistance, and we could get a nice move to the upside after that, right? But it is looking very bullish. It is looking very bullish, right? So Balancer, this sucker is just pumping out of nowhere, man. So Balancer looks like we got a 5-wave you know, impulse. So it is time, if you're holding it, it is time to you know, reconsider, you know, looking to buy the dip again. I don't have any position on it, any setup in my premium. I'm just watching it, right? So just in case, right? We already retested the bottom right here. So a dip to the downside again, right? Like almost like 80%, 90% before going to the moon again is very possible, right? It's very possible. Very possible, guys. Just like you know, CRV. We're gonna talk about CRV. Now let's go ahead and take a look at BAND. I think, like, you know, BAND, you know, target is very conservative. We could also look for 9.5, but just to be safe, let's just stay with the $8 range. And if we, you know, manage to break it, we can look for the 9.5. Okay, so you don't want to take profits too much right here, right? You know, take some profits and look for the 0.618, because otherwise you're gonna get out here and you're gonna try to jump back in, and all of that, you might be you know, panicking and all of that good stuff. But if you can wait longer, if the market is bullish enough, you can even look for a double top. Okay, you can even look for the double top. But let's just focus, you know, just about like 8 to 9.5. Basic attention, beautiful breakout, just like VChain. I showed you VChain, basic attention, compound, right? They all got the same setup. Okay, they all got the same setup, right? And they break into the upside. And once again, guys, if you guys been following me long enough, you know we're getting the same structure from alt. It's just it is like, you just gotta remember this structure, because I remember this structure back in 2019, like February 2019, when ICX, one chain, and all of them good stuff, right? All of that good stuff, you know, were basically giving us the same structure. So I'm seeing the same structure again. So I don't think we're in the bull run, but we're gonna enjoy the ride. Okay, we're gonna enjoy it, right? So let's see, we got target up there just about like 27, right? And possibly 30 cents. So keep an eye on, you know, basic attention, right? If we can break these, you know, these, you know, price levels, right? We could be pumping higher and could say like we're in a bull run. But as of now, we're just going to take it slow, right? Keep buying and basically taking profits and huddling. If we break above these key areas, we're going to be like, oops, we're in the bull market. So let's just huddle now. Let's not basically take profits. So Bitcoin Cash, as you can see, we are looking for 318. We didn't quite hit 318, but most likely it is gonna hit like 318. All right, just like 88, right? Oh, icon. We're gonna talk about icon. I got an icon position. We already got an icon set up in our premium, so we're gonna talk about icon. Yeah, it looks very Julish. Okay, I'm gonna show you icon BTC also. So you take a look at a Bitcoin Cash, nice, you know, accumulation range. If we break out of this area, guys, I don't think this sucker gonna pump like 10% and all of that good stuff, right? It is gonna go up, you know, to $500, $600. The volume is big right there, sell volume, but we could easily flip it. Okay, that's a 2-day chart. We got like 8 hours to go. So if like we can close above like, let's say 306, that's gonna be great. But if we close below 303, something like that, right? The candle open, which is, let's double check, 305, right? If we close below 305, you know, on the current day, right, we might be saying like some sideways correction and try to break this key area. However, a break above it, that's going to be a free ride all the way up, guys, to 400 and basically 500 range. Okay, just like Ethereum, no resistance, right, above 300. Okay, no resistance. So it's just gonna, you know, just gonna moon, man. Just gonna moon, right? So BLZ, as you can see, guys, BLZ just hit our target, guys, on the dot, right? So BLZ, that's what I was looking for. As I just showed you storage, we're gonna talk about storage. It is actually bullish, right? We just have to wait and see what type of correction we're gonna get in this range. It could be a flat, all right? Because one of the most popular correction we get right now in crypto is like a flat. Okay, also they're gonna pump and they're gonna dump, pump, dump, right? And then you don't know what's going on, and then you're gonna be like, man, you know, you get wrecked already, right? Because you long right here, it dump, you short right here, it pump, and you short right here, it dump again. So you're done, right? And this sucker just gonna pump afterward, right? So we could expect like something like that. Otherwise, it could be just a sharp drop, right? Very sharp. It's just gonna keep dropping and then bang, right? So no correction after that, right? I mean, no correction after the sharp drop, right? So let's just keep an eye on it. But we already hit our target 500 to 550. Entry was just about this area of you know, 380 range, right? We pumped to the upside, right? So you take a look at BLZ USD, also hit our target on the dot, both target, guys. We entered both setups at the same time. As soon as we broke this key area, I was like, let me check BLZ BTC. You know, I don't care about like the asset, I just care about the setup, right? So broke it, retested, hit our target on the dot, guys. First, you know, first target, second target, both of them, guys. So BNB, I don't like BNB so far because it is moving like very ugly, right? It is very ugly right now, right? Even though it is bullish though, it's just moved very slow, man. Pisses me off. I'm bullish on it, but I'm long on BNB, but it is not moving fast, man. I know most of you guys hate it too when everything is pumping and your coin is not pumping, right? So BNB, I'm bullish on it. So let's just wait and see, because it is a small bull flag on the lower degree. Let's take a look at it on the hourly. You can't see it on the 8-hour basis, right? It looks like an ending diagonal, but I don't think it is an ending diagonal, right? So that's why most people are gonna short this sucker, and they're gonna go by this bearish divergence, right there. Yes, you got one, but when the market is bullish, market doesn't care about bearish divergence, right? So you got to take into account like the market is bullish, and we can easily ignore, right, the bearishness and look at it as a flat correction right there. That's what I was just trying to show you guys. And then we're going to be looking for this move to the upside, right? But someone else might be looking for something like this, right? And your RSI is making lower lows, right? And your price is making high highs, and you're going to be reversing. So it all depends. If you're a bear, you got a good setup for a bearish setup. If you're a bull like me right now on BNB, you got a valid reason to long it. And I'm long on BNB. I'm looking for the $40 and stuff like that, right? So now let's take a look at BNB USD. It's pulling back, right? So take a look at BNB USD. It is pulling back, a massive rejection right there. Not a massive, but it dumped with alt, so it is still correcting. Okay, you guys remember when BNB was 27, right? 27 and a half. We set a target. It is going to be 31 to 32. We basically correcting in this range, right? So I upgraded my target to basically 39. That's it. Not sure if we're gonna hit it, but it is best to enter right now, right? Then try to enter like around like 34, 35 range, right? At least for me, right? I don't know what you're gonna do, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC Dominance, right? So BTC Dominance, it is dipping down. That's the level I was expecting, just about 62 and a half. So let's just be cautious now, right? Let's take a look at it on the 2-day basis. It looks better. Forget about this 5-wave move, man. Otherwise, all are gonna die. All of them gonna die if BTC pump much further. So you can see like BTC, we pumped to 0.618 pullback, which is right there. So I was expecting another push to the downside, and that's what we're getting right now. So BTC is still dumping. It could dump all the way down to like 0.786, which is going to be very good. If it double bottom right there, it is going to be time to basically jump back into BTC, just in case we get this move back up, right? So the overall structure for BTC, once again, if you take a look at it on the weekly basis, BTC Dominance, right? We could possibly be looking for 80% dominance over the next few months. I'm not saying in 2021 or 2022, but all I'm saying is over the next few years, right? We could see a possible 80% dominance. Why we could see a possible 80% dominance? Because remember, the move we got right here was impulse, right? The move to the downside was impulse, right? And the move we got right here, we assuming, right, it is a 5-wave move, right? And you could look at it as a correction. You could look at it in two ways. Okay, let's take a look at the bearish setup first, right? Which is like you got a move to the downside. You got this move, right? And you're looking for this move down. That's a bearish setup for BTC, right? So before we see any further move to the upside, however, the bullish momentum is like this move was basically a 5-wave move, right? It's ugly, right? It's ugly, but you could get your 5-wave right there. Let's see. It's an ugly 5-wave right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-wave, right? So the impulse move is done. Now what you're getting is a correction, right? So the correction, you could say, hey, the move we got right here going to be A, right? B somewhere around here, and then we're going to get a C wave to the upside, right? So because we already got a 5-wave move right here. An ABC correction, it is going to be a zigzag possible 5, 3, 5, right? So if we get a 5-wave right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to say we got this 1, 2, 3 possibly done, and we could get another 5-wave move to the upside. But this correction might not be done. It could still come down, which is bullish for alt, at least within the next few weeks, few months, right? If we're going to be pulling back down to like 0.618, 0.786, right, before getting another 5-wave move, right? So that's very possible, right? That's very, very possible. But let's see if we're going to break like 58% before we talk about like another move to the upside, right? Because we can still drop all the way down to 0.786. We're not even yet at 382, okay? 50% pullback going to be just about like 50%, right? And 0.786 going to be 40% dominance, if that's the case, right? But we're going to go back through it over the next few weeks and so on, right? We already talked about BTC. Looking like it's dumping, right? 18,390. So B0X just correcting. It has a 5-wave move, impulse move to the upside. Still correcting at 0.618, so which is like September 2020 rejection right there, support. So now rejecting the price. So let's see if we can dip down to basically right there, just about like 24 cents, right, before pushing back up. So next support area to look for going to be 24, or even down to like 19 cents, right? 24 to 19 for a possible support, right? We got the 8-hour 21, most likely going to support the price for any aggressive dip, and try to basically give us a 5-wave or 3-wave move down, right? So I'm still bullish on compound. Beautiful setup. I'm still looking for a wave number 5 to the upside, but cannot break this 130. If like we can break above 130, definitely we're going to be looking for 145 to basically 171 area. So that's going to be our next trading range. If we break this key area, we got 50% pullback, and then we're going to be looking for another dip down to like 140 after that, right? But first thing first, guys, if you did not jump in somewhere around right here, like 95 when we were bullish on it, and you jump in right now, just be cautious, because this correction can still be like this. Okay, it can still come back down to like $100 to like 105 before giving us this move to the upside. So best thing to wait for a breakout above 130, retest of it, you take it to the upside if you just want to jump in now. If not, just be patient, okay, and wait for the low 105, 110. So CRV looks very choppy, but it is still bullish. I'm still looking for another move to the upside. CRV USDT, not so great. So this one I was being patient with it, right? Because we got a flat correction yesterday, right? In my premium group, right? And we were going live. So I was like, okay, what we want to see is like we got a clean flat correction. We know it is a flatty, okay? and we're looking for another impulse move to the upside, right? However, this range is going to be very challenging, okay, because you just don't know if it is going to double bottom like the, if it's going to pull back down to 0.618 and keep going up, or if it's going to give you a bigger double bottom and hit basically 71. Because when it was like 84, that's when we expected this move down, 69 to 71. Yep, it hit 69.71, give us another 15% move up to like 80 cents. But now it is dipping down to 69.71. So we just have to be cautious just in case this move is overextended and hit like 382 pullback, which is like 63, right? Yes, so 63 going to be the entire move, right? So we're gonna assume, right, we got already a 5-wave impulse. 1, 2, right? That's your wave number 3, 4, and then you get this ending diagonal right there. Instead of a flat correction, you just got 5-wave move, and this move you're getting could be a new 535. Could be a possible ABC correction, right? 1. So let's just say, if like we're going to get ABC correction, it's going to be very ugly because we might not even get a 5-wave yet to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Right there. And we're going to get another 3-wave move pullback right here. And if this 3-wave move pullback get rejected anywhere around like 0.618, 50% very strongly, right? We're gonna be bearish on it, and then we're gonna be looking for another 5-wave impulse to the downside. All right, makes sense. And then we're gonna look for 0.618, even 0.618 to basically 50% pullback based on the structure. So makes sense to me. So, but we just have to wait if we're gonna break 70 cents and see how we're gonna react to just about like 63. But 63 is going to be a bullish setup regardless, right? Regardless, 63 is going to be bullish, and another pushback up to 0.618, right? If we get rejected, we're gonna go with the bearish setup. If we push further, right, we're just gonna go for the for the next move to the upside, and just read this as a flat correction, and then we're gonna be pumping, right? So kind of choppy, but you know what I mean, right? So if you understand Elliott waves. So Dogecoin, I don't trade Dogecoin. I don't even look at it all the time. So, but that's a target to look for. It almost hit like 38. So got a few more. Got to pump a little bit to try to hit 38 and so on, right? That's the next level of resistance. So nice ending diagonal. I think Aldo in our premium group was looking for this ending diagonal, but that time I was still looking for this range of 0.618. It did not hit 0.618, right? It just reversed, right? It has a low volume, so it is, that's why I don't basically pay attention to it. So we got this 88, not 88, but dot starting to look very juicy because it is one of the few coins, right? I'm seeing versus BTC with a nice channel. Most of the coins versus BTC, they're just dumping like down, but this one is just following this channel. So we're looking to break above. We're already breaking above it. That's a good sign. 50% pullback, going to be just about like 37,000, and which is previous 50% pullback, right there. 37,000, which is also a resistance, but the big target to look for going to be like just about like 42,000 range. Okay, 42 right there. That's the next level to look for, 42. But we got to get the breakout cleanly. Okay, we got to get the breakout cleanly. But .USDT looks very, very good, right? As you guys remember, when DOT was right there, right, market was bullish, so I was like, I don't need to look for 3.9. We're just gonna push it to the upside, like just about like 4.4, 4.5. Target was like 5.2 to 5.3. As you can see, it is still pumping to the upside, right? So, and this was the setup right there. Okay, that's the setup I was looking for on Binance, but on KuCoin, you can look at it differently, right? You could look at it like that also, which is pretty valid, right? So this one was also valid, right? This one, but since like market was bullish overall, I didn't want to basically look for a downside target. Solana. So we already talked about the DXY. We're still looking for DXY to reverse, guys. Man, I'm telling you, one of the best setup in crypto and in markets general, it is a flat correction. If you can master a flat correction and you only trade flat correction, right? 9 out of 10, right? They're gonna work. 9 out of 10, okay? They're gonna work. Especially flat correction double bottom and flat correction after a pump. What I mean flat correction double bottom. Let's say market is trending down, right? You get this move, ending diagonal move, and then you get a very big pump and a retest, right? Just buy the dip at the double bottom, especially after an ending diagonal just like that, right? You got a very, very good chance to get some juicy move to at least 50% pullback, okay? But most of the time you can get this move to the upside, right? But on an uptrend, right, you get a 5-wave impulse, right, like this, and you get something like this, right, at the top. You're going to be very confused. You don't know if, you know, it is a double top or if it is a double bottom. But guys, 9 out of 10, right, this sucker going to pump, okay? That it is just a correction. So, and let's just keep that in mind. Sometimes you can get it also at the bottom, like let's say market is dropping like this, right? And you're gonna get a very small pump, and then you're gonna get something like this at the top. Just take it, man. Just take it, right? Because it might be just on a lower degree, right? Even though it is gonna come back down, right? It might be just on a lower degree before it you know, you get the retest of the bottom before getting the big move. So just trading flat correction, right? You can be very, very, very successful, right? Most of my previous calls, right, my recent calls, right, are basically flat correction, based on flat correction, and we're gonna look for the continuation. That's it, right? Most of them. So now let's take a look at EGLD, right? So I'm very bullish on it. I showed you EGLD, right? And I was like, if we break this support level, I'm gonna be bearish on it. However, I got a target. I had a target just about like 8.45. We already hit that target, so we upgrading it up to like $10. So it looks very juicy right now. Just need to break 8.5, and we're going to be looking for the you know, a possible flat correction right here and a possible continuation to, you know, $14 and so on. But let's try to break 8.6. If we can break 8.6, that's going to be bullish, right? However, let's just keep that in mind. We talk about flat correction, right? So we got a bearish one right there. You can see like bang, it is actually bullish, but if you look at it inversely like this, you can see the flat correction we got here, right? Same thing. You just buy the double bottom right here. But however, it could be done right there. Let's say the market decide to reverse, this sucker gonna drop hard. That's the downside of it, right? So that's what I just tried to show you on the dollar. You can see like, you know, the dollar dip down, right? Give us some sort of ending diagonal right here. It pumped down, pumped to the downside, give us this, you know, flat correction right there, drop, right? And this is, let's just check the dollar, because I wasn't even paying attention to it. Check the dollar again, DXY. All right, let's check the dollar, and let's check this sucker right here. Okay, so if you just take a look at this correction, this correction right there, okay, doesn't it look like the dollar? And it is, these two assets are pretty much different, okay? You talk about the dollar and you talk about like some EGLD, whatever, right? So what do we got right here, right? You got ending diagonal right there. What do you got? Ending diagonal right there, right? What do you got next? You got a nice impulse move to the upside. The dollar gives you just a, an impulse in a ABC correction wave, right? What else you get? You get another 1, 2. You got this three-way move down. What the dollar is giving you? You got this 1, right? 2, right? And three-way move down. Same thing. This one is just like small. You could even look at it in a the dollar give us a bigger three-way move and a dump to the downside, right? And we're expecting the dollar to reverse. What did this boy did? Reverse to the upside, right? Reverse to the upside. Reverse to the upside. Let's take a look at even BTC on the macro scale, right? Take a look at BTC. No, Ethereum. Ethereum, same thing. Okay, that's what we've been expecting from Ethereum back in early January, right? We got this double bottom right there. Okay, we were expecting this double bottom, a double top. Okay, did not expect this move to be overextended, but we said it. If like we break this key area, we don't have any resistance, right? So you can see same thing, same exact thing. So same sort of a corrective move, right? Same sort of corrective move. These double tops, these double bottoms and flat correction, they pretty powerful, right? So let's move on to EOS now. So EOS, we broke the smaller trend line right there, not you. So EOS, we talked about it. Pay attention to the bigger trend line. I think like last week when we talked about like EOS on the 19th and so on, we said, pay attention to your higher time frame, right? Yes, we got high, some targets to the upside, but we got to break this trend line. We got to break this trend line. That's the only thing we need to know about EOS, right? I don't have any EOS setups, but that's only, I don't have any EOS like setup in our premium, but that's the only thing we need to know. Short-term swing, okay. Ether BTC, as you can see, it pumped massively, guys. So I was just expecting Ether BTC for the double bottom. I just showed you guys. We said we're gonna be pumping to the upside right there. It gave us a small correction. The correction was not even that long, and it just pumped. Okay, just pumped to the upside. So very overextended, just like ADA. So it's gonna come back down, okay? Because we made a lower low right here, so we're gonna need to make a higher low somewhere around here, right? If basically we did not break this low, I would be very confident, right? This sucker might just keep going, right? But let's look for the the pullback from Ethereum versus BTC. But we talk about it, guys. If you've been following our channel long enough, our last live stream, we told you Ether gonna be breaking out versus BTC, right? So did not expect it to be that high, but it did break out to like 0.03 range. So Ether USD, we already talked about it. Hit my target right there. We've been accumulating, Ether right there, okay? During this flat correction, right? We called for this move. We said Ether gonna pump. Okay, we're gonna be looking for this, mid 550 area, 534, 550. It can even go up higher, but I'm not gonna be FOMOing. Right? When you long it, take your profit, keep your Ethers, and watch the market do the rest of the work, right? And people are gonna be FOMOing, and when this sucker dump, you're gonna buy the dip again, right? Because we're gonna retest some lower numbers later on, right? Not like $50 yet, but you know what I mean, right? So EVX, I don't know why this sucker is on my list, but it is bullish, so keep an eye on it. Low volume, as you can see, a nice double bottom, just like Ether. Low volume right here, big rejection, but it's not a big deal. we could be pumping to the upside, retest basically 1800 to 1900 stops, right? If you're holding it, you're looking for a nice 20% to a 25% move, right? Ics Btc. So let's move on to gold. So if you guys remember gold, sometime our targets, guys, it takes forever to hit my targets, but I said it when gold was right there. You guys been following me long enough, right? When gold was making this this wedge pattern, right? But I told you guys we're gonna dip down to what, 1853, right? Down to like, you know, 1821, and as you can see, like we almost at 1830 right now. So we just breaking support, and I showed you gold dollar ratio, not dollar ratio, but gold dollar pattern, gold and DXY. So my macro view, guys, it takes time, right? However, it's gonna play. Okay, 9 out of 10, guys. We've been spot on BTC. So let's keep that in mind. I know most people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're calling for 3K and all of that good stuff," but it is okay. We're gonna get it later on, guys. We're gonna get it. So take a look at gold, right? What we said regarding gold and the dollar, we said this structure we got right here to the left, right? That's a dollar, right? We said that's what gold was making live. Okay, we said gold gonna drop and it's gonna give us this move, right? It did drop, it gave us a move, right? We got this fake out to the upside, right? It is okay, but we said we're still gonna be dropping. And as you can see, even though it pumped to the upside, just change the structure a little bit, right? Give us a flat correction, which is still a continuation pattern, right? Which is, you got this move, that's the one, that's the move you got, you're getting this move now. Instead of a wedge pattern, you got a flat correction. So it is very, very, you know, very, very good to understand like what's going on before you just jump in and calling for a bull market, right? Because I'm going to show you BTC why we could be dumping down to a 3.5 also. So keep an eye on gold. We're still dumping. So I told you we're going to dump down, right? So next support level to look for, the big support for gold, right? With no noise, right there. Okay, just about 18, just about like 1750 down to like 1650 range. And what happened back then was like we got a beautiful flat correction right here. Okay, do you remember these corrections? Do you remember these corrections? I can show you multiple one of them from BTC. I can show you multiple one, okay, multiple of these corrections from BTC, right? It pump, okay, it dump, it give you this three-way move and then dump down and then gonna go ballistic, right? So keep that in mind, right? So gold, we're gonna look for down to like even 1650, guys, 1650, right? It's gonna take a while, but we're most likely gonna get it, right? Most likely gonna get it. Got a good chance to get it, right? We don't have to get it once again, right? It's not guaranteed we're gonna get it. So after gold, let's move on to Ics Btc, guys. I'm very bullish on Ics Btc. As you can see, we're breaking out, guys, live, guys. I just showed my premium group, guys, when ICX was right there. We're looking for this 16% pump. It's not there yet. We're looking for the 25, 25, 25, 50, you know, 20, 2450, 2500 range, right? It could break even, you know, it can't break this key area, but just take some profits. Just take some profits, right? Now we got another 9%, right? When I send it, we got this move, right? And I sent ICX long time ago, right? And ICX was right there. So you're looking at a nice 20% move, a great volume right there. Great volume, guys. So take a look at ICX USD. We're looking for 48, right? Up to basically 54 right there, 0.618, right? It's gonna be ugly, but that's the move I'm looking for. Just like XRP back in 2018 type of a structure. So, but let's see. Let's try to stay focused and take profit at, you know, take some profits at 49.50 cents range, right? So, but ICX still bullish, man. It is still bullish, still bullish. So take some profits right there. Take some profits at 54 and look for like a 64. This guy can do it like in one day too. So don't sleep on it. Not saying it will, but it could. So IOST, it is very accumulative. I said it in my premium group, guys. I'm showing you like our target in our premium. You can see like accumulate. We got a short-term rejection right there, a possible one. But one thing we gotta remember for IOST is like we haven't yet, okay? July 2019 range, June 2019, we haven't hit that range yet, which is like 130. Okay, we need to hit 130 at some point. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in 2020 or 2021, but I'm looking for like 130 up to basically 160, right? So if you're holding it, it is a good hold, right? So IOST USDT, I don't have any setup for it. It looks very choppy, but one thing we can basically anticipate, we got a possible head and shoulder pattern formation right here. That's going to be very bullish. Okay, that's going to be very, very bullish, right? So keep an eye on it to retest basically a 0088 range, right? So if you're bullish on it, already hit 382. Got this move kind of choppy, right? But give it some time, right? Give it some time. So IOTA is one of our top pick back in June 2020, right? We picked IOTA right there just by like this range of 2000. We said even if it dropped down to like 1800 and so on, make sure to buy some 18.6, because we got a target up to like 37 and 5000. So it is still in play, okay? Nice sideways correction, right? You're expecting a big move, but it dumped down. Can it dump lower? Yes, but at some point it is still gonna pump to the upside. So IOTA is still a good hold, and I'm looking for the 5000 area up to even 75, but main take profit range going to be 5000 to basically 55. Already hit first target once again, okay? But we're looking for the second target. It is still moving down, but we're gonna get it at some point. IOTA USDT getting rejected right now. This sucker was roughly on like 36, dropped 10%. That's not good. Maybe BTC is dumping. Hey, what's up, Sweet Canary? Let's see what's going on the 6 hour. Hourly, big dump. Let's check our EMAs. Hourly got a hold. If not, I think it is okay for now. We got got this possible support. Even if it dumped down, it could just come back, retest this high volume selling pressure, right? Give us this flat correction before pumping to the upside. So it is just a correction, right? This high volume selling pressure, most likely price gonna retest it either now or later. So better retest it even now than basically dump like 40 cents and drop down to 29, right? So a retest of it going to be by the dip type of a setup, right? So don't sleep on IOTA. Let's see if we can find it on IOTA. IOTA BTC is selling off, so that's why. So IOTA BTC is selling off too. But let's move on to a KAVA. I'm very bullish on KAVA. Right, I'm bullish on KAVA. However, right, you can see like KAVA, right, V-chain, compound, right, they're moving in a wedge pattern. And what do you see right now on KAVA is like we're getting, you can see these multiple flat correction, right, pump, flat correction, pump. We haven't seen a big parabolic move yet. I want to see something like this, like ICX and not ICX, but XRP, Ethereum, 88. So I'm very bullish on it. I'm looking for the $3 range, which is like 0.618 right there, right there. So but first target was like 218. We already hit like 206. That's why I basically did not put 218 right here, right? Second target was like 2.6 is 2.6, and third target is basically a 298, right? but it could move sideways in this range, so it could be a very, very boring setup if it doesn't break out very soon, right? It can basically get you very pissed off, right? So let's move on to Kusama. I'm going to skip KNC. Yes, hey, what's up, Ray V? I did BTC and Ether. I'm going to redo them. I mean, even if it dump, man, be careful with those news, okay? Even if it pumps, because of the news, it's even if it dump afterward, right? It's gonna pump again, right? So you better make sure to buy the dip if we get the dump. So Kusama, I'm looking for the 47. Let's get a better setup. So as you can see, Kusama on KuCoin got a better setup, right? We got this resistance. We talked about it last time. We need to break above it. A breakout above 41 going to take us, you know, to our next trading range, 48 to 58, right? We just need to break above 41 beautifully, okay, on 8 hour or at least 6 hour, if you can get a breakout above it. If not, we could break this trend line and create some panics, right, before pumping right there. That way we get this flat correction right here, right? Get this move back, drop back down, probably get a RSI to make low lows. We might not get that. Yeah, but either way, you could look for this move just in case you know, we do not break 41 right away. Could retest like 35, which is a nice 10% drop, right? So that's very possible, because if you check like Ocean Protocol, we got same setup also, right? And Ocean Protocol is you know, still holding very tight. So Link not doing great so far, moving very slow, moving very slow, right? I'm not saying like a, you know, a very aggressive breakout like AD and so on, but we need to break this key area, because my upside target for Link, it is, you know, just about like $18. So been bullish on Link since like, you know, the low, you know, $12. You know, I was bearish on it like 12, just about like 12.7, 12.8. You know, I was looking for the 11.8 range, but it created some panics right there when Btc was pumping, and I was like, bad, we might not get the big correction instead of you know, this is what I was looking for, right? But I was like, this could just do something like this right here. Instead of coming down, it's gonna pump, right? But we did end up, you know, did end up getting like 11.8 and then pump to the upside, right? So look for a breakout from Link. Do not play with the breakout. If it comes, it is going to be a real breakout, not going to be a fake out, hopefully, right? If not, we're just gonna have to suck it up and buy back around like 11.8 right there, okay, if we do not get the breakout. And you know what to look for, basically when we hit this key area right there, look for these big engulfing candles, these big candles at the bottom right there, that's what you're looking for reversal, right? If we ever retest like the trend line, right? So LRC, beautiful setup also, but did already get a 5-wave move to the upside. Beautiful double bottom, push to the upside, moving sideways. Wouldn't be messing with it right now, okay? Loopring. So Litecoin, we hit our 91 target, hit like 90, right? Not quite 91, but hit 90, right? So as you can see, Litecoin, been bullish on Litecoin, you know, right around like 57, and looking for this 91, right? Right there, we hit exactly 90, right? Right there. So it is still very bullish, okay? No sign of reversal yet on an 8-hour basis. It is still bullish. We got a big sell volume, but market can ignore it, and we're gonna pump above this range. Next level to look for, just about $100 Litecoin, right? That's the next resistance. So Maker, I was bullish on Maker right there, was looking for this, you know, this range, right, to this range of a trend line for a breakout. It did give us a nice breakout, so resistance going to be just about like 600, possibly, right? Possibly 600. And if not, if you missed the boat, right, you could look for a possible double bottom right here, and then we're gonna get this move. So I wouldn't FOMO on it right now, because it could be one of the weakest coin to dump if the market basically decide to dump. Okay, so keep that in mind, right? So a very good level to look for. If you missed it, it is going to be just about like 430. Not saying we're gonna get it, but the structure is there. It is there. Okay. So you know, short-term trade already got the breakout right there, just about 14%. If we, you know, get rejected, we can, you know, in the near future look to buy around like 430. So let's move on to NEO. NEO, we already hit our target on NEO, right? $18 to $19 range. We hit like 18.6, so it is still correcting. Big sell volume. It's not a big deal. It is still a correction. As long as we stay above like $16, NEO is still a buy, right? We just don't want to break this trend line. As you can see, 14.4 was support. We broke it, you know. We broke it like, you know, just about like 15.1 and so on, right? But it is okay. We ended up like breaking out to the upside, just like Link. So look for a, you know, another push to the upside. And next resistance we're going to look for, NEO, going to be exactly just about 19.1. A break above 19.1, no more resistance, guys. It could fly all the way up to 22. So it is a nice setup. Just keep an eye on it. Could be very boring if we're going to be correcting right here, right? It could be very boring for the next few days, right? So Ocean Protocol. So that's a setup I was talking about regarding Kusama. Ocean moving in a wedge pattern. It broke this wedge pattern, so be cautious, right? Bearish below this trend line. However, right, this either could be a three-way move right there, and we're going to continue the uptrend, or we could just get this anti-correction right here. Yes, so we can be, I wouldn't be shorting anywhere around like 40, below 40 sats. It'll be a, you know, just about like 40 sats. It'll be a good buy, right? So Ocean Protocol. Its target was just about $600, right? But it is not time to be jumping in right now. So let it cool off. Right, because resistance is just about like 639, right? However, no resistance like after 600 up to like, you know, $800. So if we break like 600 massively, it could pump all the way up to it could basically it could pump to like 800 sats, right? So OMG, let's check out OMG. OMG is still bullish, but once again, like I said, like I just said for NEO, we could still be correcting between like 4.1 to basically 3.5. So upside target still like $5. Our target was like 4.2, but we already hit our target. And as you can see, once again, this flat correction I just showed you not too long ago on the dollar, right? Why am I bullish on the dollar? You can see like bang, okay? That's the move I'm looking for from the dollar. So keep an eye on the dollar. So OMG is right there, so it could still correct right here before pumping, right? So we just don't want to basically dump below you know, 3.1 and so on, right? But as of now, it is still bullish, right? So these flat correction, guys, if you can master them, right, you can just trade them, okay? Because you're gonna find it all the time, right? You're gonna find them. It is the easiest pattern to find in the market, right? To me, at least, right? I don't know about you. So this boy is starting to pump. So we had a triangular formation that was a while back. Right there we broke it, right, created a wedge pattern. Now we're breaking it, retested, we broke it, retested. It is still going to be pumping, so we're going to be looking for like 330, 340 for another 10% pump from Ontology, okay, or NTBTC. Volume looks good, right? But that's the initial volume. It means it's going to come back down at some point. All right, it is just initial buying. So but look for just about like 330, 340. If we break it, we could be looking for like almost 360 next key area, right? But it is very corrective, okay? It is still a correction, right? It is still a correction. It is not basically showing us a continuation yet, right? It is not showing us a continuation. Even though we're looking for a big move up to like 360, it is still corrective. You see what I'm saying? All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You see like how it looks? Let's see if we can find another one, because they repeat themselves, right? I think I can find it on Neo, but not on Ontology. But the takeaway is like, you know, the bigger move is like, that's the move we're going to be looking for. Even though we could correct between like 200 to like 400 range, right? You know, it is very accumulative. Okay, we broke the 400 support. Upside target over the next few months could be above like 750 and so on, right? So you know, it is good time to be accumulating you know, XRP. I mean, not XRP, but Ontology. It is not actually 300 but 3000, right? But they don't show you like the last decimal. It is gonna correct. Alonzo, hey, what's up, Alonzo? Great, man. You enjoying your YFII profits, man. So Ontology BTC, we already talked about it. Ontology USDT, it is just moving vertical. We got this correction. It was moving very slow. I was bullish on it like 44, 45, but it moved so slow, man. Like, you know, it moved very, very slow. It is a nice 25% though in like, you know, 8 days. It's not bad, but it moves very slow. So look for this range of 60 cents for a you know, temporary rejection, right? Temporary rejection. And once again, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come, you know, retest basically 40 cents in the near future. Not saying now, but just keep that in mind, right? Just keep that in mind. So you won't be very, very bullish on it, right? So QDOM, let's move on to QDOM. So QDOM, if you guys follow our previous setup, let me just show you something really quick. Because some of you guys been watching. Let's see. So I'm just going to show you what type of setups we get in our, you know, basically in our premium. That's the type of setup we got, right? So you can see like storage. I just shared my storage setup in our public group. So, and I said exactly, you know, that's the same setup we got, you know, pretty much similar to you know, to Ether, ADA, Blue Zell, and we basically nailed all of them, right? So you can see like we just hit our basically a QDOM 30% move, right? You can see like IOTA, you know, I just updated it. You can see like AVE, we still got looking for some AVE setups, right? You know, Blue Zell was right there, you know, nice 30% move. Let's see. This was a setup for Blue Zell, right? Before the pump, Blue Zell was like less than, you know, 400s, right? Let's see. Just about like 400. And we were looking for 500. That's 25% move in like 2 days, right? 2 days, right? So BNB, we're still looking for another push to the upside. It is still moving sideways, right? So basic attention token, you can see like we call for it, looking for almost 31 cents. So basically, I'm just showing you guys what I do in my premium group, right? BNB still looking, you know, to break out to the upside. We already talked about it. Blue Zell, you can see like that's a USD target price was roughly around like below 7 cents. We were looking for 91 cents. We hit target on the dot, guys. Target on the dot, right? KAVA, it is still moving sideways. So I'm not basically just not giving you guys like one setup. I'm giving like over like a dozen of setups, right? CRV, we're still looking for, we hit basically 97, still looking for a further move to the upside, right? UNISWAP still looking juicy, already hit first target, so looking for the next target. So that's the QDOM setup. 2.8, 3.1, we just hit it. QDOM was like, you know, low $2, right? If it breaks 2.2, bang, that's it, guys. So take a look at TRB, you know, looking for 46, guys, almost like over 80% move, right? So 25, we're looking for 46. It already pumped to 34, right? It is just about 34 right now. Sushi, you can see like bang, guys. I ain't gotta tell you. You can go and check Sushi. SXP kind of moves, it is moving slow, but it is moving. It hit already like 115 and so on, right? So and so on, guys. So that's the type of setup you get in my premium. You know, not just BTC. Not just BTC. So QDOM already hit target. So I'm going to be looking for a possible correction within the next few hours. See what if like we're going to be able to pump 2.618, which is like 3.5, right? Because wave is pumping and QDOM and waves, they move together, right? So SNX still pumping. I don't have any target in my premium, but it is still looking bullish, but could come back down to like 3.7. So be cautious in case it dump. If it dump down to 3.7, it is going to be by the dip, because this move, it is not going to be a crash. It is just going to be a correction, right? Remember that. So storage, we already talked about storage. BTC storage USD, I'm still bullish, looking for the 51 cents. So let's see if storage bulls, right, gonna be able to hold this range. Okay, gonna be able to hold it, right? Because we shorted storage USD like from right there all the way down. Okay, we've been shorting like you know, storage USD, but did not take the long position right there, but corrected right here. We had a nice correction, 1 2 3, right here, but market decided to dump, just mess up the entire correction. But if you understand what's going on, you know, like this move was just a correction. So this is just a noise, right? So the initial move is like to pump to the upside. However, we did get a noise right there. Okay, so sometimes I try to ignore the noise and just look at the initial setup and go from there, right? So can we retest the bottom? Yes, it can, but I'm still going to be looking for this move. SOL, let's take a look at S. Solutions, SOL. Hey, what's up, Jude Moonboy? Jude Moonboy in the house, man. XRP is pumping, Jude. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully, you're not waiting for 589. So SOL, it is still correcting. Just need to break a 255. That's the only thing you need to know right now. So support area right there. Big sell volumes though. I'm seeing a lot of sell volume right there. So I wouldn't be long in it. Okay, might just huddle it like until we break basically 255, right? Just talk about SOL. Let's see SOL BTC. Didn't see your message. Let's see. So two ways you could look at it right now. You could look at it as a wedge pattern, right? And look for it to break above like 13,000, right? 13,000 range. And you could look for the next resistance after that. Just sit tight on it. Just like YFII, when we talk about YFII breaking out to a 2,500, right? Similar setup. However, this sucker can also give you a complete double bottom right there. It is something I just have to keep in mind before giving you the move to the upside. Either way you look at it, you're going to get a move to the upside. It is just like it can annoy you before you get the move, right? If it breaks it, you can take it to the upside. If it breaks down, don't touch it till you get this double bottom, or even like can give you the fake out, just like, you know, Ethereum, IADA and all of them, right? Before you get this move. So a bullish setup is just going to be boring, probably, right? SRMU, let's see. I think I skipped SRMU. It's not on my watch list. I'm just, if it's not, you know, if I'm not talking about it, it's not on my watch list. So you gotta ask me, right? Otherwise, I just go with my watch list. So, but if you ask me and I add it to my watch list, next time I'm going live, it's automatically, we're automatically gonna talk about it. Hey, what's up, Psychic 87? Man, XRP Moon Boys, they don't sleep. It must be very late in Australia, but Judy is still up. Watching XRP pumping, waiting for 589. Man. Let's see. This guy is saying SRM. Yes, XRP crackhead. They're not gonna sleep over the next few days, man. They're gonna enjoy. We're gonna enjoy this pump. Okay, it is a nice setup right here. All right, it is a nice setup. I like the volume. I like the trend line. I like the correction. This pump. So if you've been patient enough, you bought this dump. You bought this pump. It gives you another fake out to the downside. Retest the trend line. Just give it time. Okay, just give it time to break above this key area. Right, give it time. Right, give it time. However, if you get the the breakout to the downside, just let it drop all the way down to 50% to 0.618 and you can pick it back up. But as of now, everything looks good, right? They look good all the way up to this level, right? Right. Or you can basically just check your fib retracements. Right there, you look for 1.69. Right, looks pretty juicy, man. Looks pretty juicy. Let's go back to the SOSs, whatever, right? Sushi Sasha, let's eat some sushi. So let's take a look at sushi, guys. It doesn't want to hit my 1.9. Okay, I've been bullish on sushi since like 58 right there at the very bottom, guys, very bottom. But it seems like, guys, we got a 5-wave move right now, so I just want to be cautious because it could be a 5-wave move, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Even though we haven't, you know, hit my 1.94, right? We can still 1.7, 1.8, 1.9 is okay, right? Right there, 1.9, 1.8. We can still complete, you know, assume like this move is done, and then we're gonna get this 50% 2.618 pullback right there, right? So, but just be cautious above like eating some sushi above like 1.92, because you could get wrecked, right? So keep that in mind, right? But I was very bullish, man. 2 Mondays ago, right there on the knife, I was like, man, because this sucker like started pumping. I was trying to catch the bottom like 57 and so on. That's why sometimes you don't want to be greedy, because you don't know how much they can pump. You try to be greedy about like 57, 58 entry. You're gonna get left, right? And then this sucker gonna be, you know, gonna pump like 300%, right? Stuff like that. So SXP is moving a little bit slow. A nice smiley face, kind of bearish. Back then, I used to be bearish with this setup. However, I'm not looking at the entire structure. I'm looking at it piece by piece, right? 1, 2, and 3. Bang! That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. And we could get another one right there, right there. So I'm bullish on it. Been bullish on it like right around like the low 89. As you can see, we already pumped like to 115. Take a look at it, guys. It's already in our premium. That's already a 30% move just in correction. So you got to think about it. If we just correct like in a 30% range, what type of move we're going to get once we get the breakout? We could get at least 2 times 30, right? Which is 60% move, right? Up to that level, right there. At least 60% move, right? Because think about it, the correction was like 30% up, 30% down, right? So the move going to be big. So Tomo, as you can see, guys, Tomo, we already hit our bear zone. Doesn't mean you have to sell, but strong take profit range. Okay, right there, we are looking for 60 cents. Bang. Looking for what? 70 cents. Bang. 83. Bang. Upside target. If you're still holding it, take some profit. Did not say like to sell out, right? To sell everything, but you could, you know, still be looking for 98 to basically 101. TRB, I like TRB. You know, 25 was entry. Still looking kind of choppy. Can still do this, right? Kind of choppy though, but it is okay. Once we get the big move, we're gonna get the big move, right? So look for this move, right? The directional move is the most important. It doesn't have to drop again down to like 25, but it can still, you know, retrace down somewhere around like 30, 29, 28, and so on, right? But what I'm looking for is like the directional move. Don't care what, you know, what we're gonna get in this area, because entry was right there, 24, 25 range. You already seen it. I just showed you my premium setups, right? So Tron. Oh, nice. Okay, I like Tron. One of the reasons why I like Tron, because that's the same setup we got from ADA, not ADA, but BNB, and Tron is pumping, so it means like BNB gonna be pumping. So look for a further move from Tron and a possible retracement all the way down again at some point. Okay, because we could get the big flat correction right there, right here. Just like I showed you on the dollar, right? You get your ending diagonal right here, right? 5-wave move. Easy, hard to count right now, but you can look for something like this, and then a big move to the upside, right? That's very possible, okay? Doesn't mean we're gonna get it, but I'm ready for it if we ever get it, right? So Tron USD, I was just looking for this 28, right? So it already hit 28. So next upside target 35, right there. That's a big resistance we're going to be paying attention to if you're holding Tron, right? But it means like this sucker can still, if the BTC price going to be dropping, it can still correct down here before bumping to the upside, right? So, which is like just about like 50% pullback. So UNISWAP, Uni is still correcting, moving very slow. So sometimes I don't like to trade this asset after they pump like a lot, because you might be waiting like for 2 weeks to get another pump. So that's why, you know, I just most of the time just forget about them and just move on to other assets, right? Because Uni, you already got a big pump, right? So, but if we can break like 4.2, we're gonna be looking for you know, the big move up to $5 range, right? But we have to break like 4.3. If not, we could still get this move right here. Right here, and dump right back down, right? Before it either pump into the upside or even correct to lower. But we're gonna see if what type of a structure we're gonna get at, you know, after we hit 4.2, because it is not guaranteed, right? We're gonna get $5 or even like 4.6, right? Because this move is already corrective, it's not impulse yet. So it means we're gonna get this, we could get this impulse move down to like 3.2 before getting this, possibly, right? So be cautious with Uni, right? Once again, be cautious with Uni, right? VeChain, as you can see, similar structure with the rest of the market. Ethereum, ADA, all of them, they're doing the same thing. Okay, that's one of the reasons I'm looking for storage to do the same thing. You know, BLZ did the same thing, right? I just showed you BLZ. Okay, didn't have any setups for it, like group setup, but personally I was looking for this move 15.8. So, and I talk about it, guys. I talk about it in my premium, I mean in my public group also. Look for a breakout from a VeChain, right? So we hit 15, so give it time to correct. Let's move on to Wave. Wave, I don't have anything to say about Wave. It is double tapping right now. So if you're holding some Wave, you know, pretty good for you, right? But I don't have any other target for Wave right now. Let's see Wave BTC, if we can. 0.618, just about like 50,000 range, right? So which is 50.32. So let's see if like we're gonna get some sort of correction in this range. Okay, look for some sort of correction, right? Before any further move to the upside. So Wave is very good at, you know, giving you these big moves, right? But also very good at giving you these big moves, right? So that's a beautiful setup, man, for Wave. Since like December, November, but take a look at Wave, man. Take a look at the flat correction it is giving you, right? Look at this. Okay, that's what I try to tell you, man. Even on a high time frame, you can find it. Bang. Okay. So let's see if like we're gonna get another one right here before continue. But it is very powerful, man. It is a very powerful setup. So Wave USD, it is just a hurdle, right? No more, I mean, just gotta hold it, man. Just gotta hold it till you get a rejection. But as of now, it is very bullish. It can break above like $8, $9 and so on, right? But I don't have any target for Wave Wave USDT. So XLM it is back to resistance right there. Can it break it? Absolutely. Why it can't break it? It can't break it because we haven't retested yet June, May 2019, which is like almost 1500. You guys remember we said buy XLM 400 to 500, just like what we said about ADA, right? So back then you can see like we did pump like 1100, first target, but we can still pump to 1500, right? So which is like another nice possible 3x if we retest basically 400 sats, right? So looks good, man. Versus BTC, almost at all-time low since like December 2017, right? That's quite so keep that in mind, right? Upside target up to basically 1500 sats. But once again, this move could itself be just another correction down, right, before we get a better sideways correction below this correction. But so be ready to buy the dip if we do not break out further. So ADA already hit basically a 11.7, the target I was looking for. Kind of looks choppy though, but we can definitely break this August high and try to look for this trend line. All right, so let's try to break this trend line just about like 13 cents and try to catch up with ADA, right? Because you know they move together, right? They move together. So it looks pretty juicy so far. Looks pretty juicy right there. Take a look at the 2-day chart. Right, nice support right there. A small head and shoulder pattern formation right here, right, but not a big deal, right? Hit resistance, August high, right? So Monero, as you can see, I showed you Monero. It is a good buy right now versus BTC. So let's see how we're going to be reacting just about this area, right? But it is back to a accumulation range. Target was, you know, 011, right? CRV, any hope it can go back to 90 cents? Hey, what's up, Jordan? We're not doomed. Let's finish up the alphabetical order before we talk about other stuff, right? So Monero, look at King XRP, man, still pumping. So Monero is still correcting, right? It is still a correction as of now. We got a nice falling wedge. Let's go down to the daily, 8 hour. So we got a nice falling wedge, a breakout. So after the breakout, you gotta expect like a correction. So look for a retest of like 117, 110 before any further move to the upside, right? We could possibly retest this level before pumping to the upside, right? But it doesn't mean a breakout once again, right? It is just to retest the top, and we're gonna reevaluate once we pump to this level, right? So King XRP, once again, we already talked about XRP, so watch the first 15 minutes of the video, right? You're gonna see what we talk about XRP. So XTZ, similar structure with rest of the crypto market, right? We got this move. So let's see, it can still pump because I'm still bullish on XT, you know, Tezos USDT, right? Already hit targets right there, right? That's the premium group. That's the target I was looking for. But we can pump to basically 3.1 if you take a look at it in a different angle. Right there, we already broke this resistance level. Move indicators looks good, right? Go to the 2-day chart. Everything looks good, right? We got this wedge pattern right there. 3-way move, pump to the upside. We just have to basically break the 2.8 range, 2.7, and we could look good after that, right? But they're gonna correct, guys. They're not gonna go up forever. Once again, we're gonna get some correction sometime during the week. So let's see how we're gonna react to that, right? So YFII 2 already hit my target of 2,500, right? Let's do this. 8 hour. So YFII 2, it is still correcting. Target was like 25. If we break this range and doesn't correct, we were looking for like the 4,000 area, right? But however, we're correcting right now, so we gotta give it some time. It is not time to trade it. It is not time to trade it. I wouldn't be messing with it right now for a long position. Can you short it? Absolutely. You got a low volume right there. Low 8 hour volume, right? At support area, that's bearish. So next support level to look for is like 1950. Remember 1950 to 2020, that range, we traded it well. Okay, we traded it well right here. So look for a support again right there. Okay, so what can we expect? It is very corrective. I'm not going to spend my time trading this sucker, right? It can do something like this. So look for a support somewhere around the 8-hour 100 EMA or 382 pullback, whichever is more reliable, right? Right there, which is 1850 roughly. Okay, so 1850 to 2000 going to be support area to look for. Okay, if the move is overextended, you could look for even like 1650. So be cautious if you're leveraging. So manage your position, right? So, but that's the initial move you could look for, a retest of the top. And it is going to be correction. I'm not saying pump and dump and all of that good stuff. All I'm saying is we could get this move. And after that, we're going to reevaluate, right? So, but it is not time to be trading it, man. Be cautious, right? It's going to be moving very slow, especially on the downside, right? On the reversal pattern going to be very, very aggressive. If like we're going to get a flat correction, it's just going to do something like this very fast. So, and then it's going to give you another slow move right down, right? Something like that. YFII 2. So let's take a look at it on the lower degree. So YFII 2, you could look at it in two different ways, right? That's the same setup I was just trying to show you on, not YFII 2, but YFII 1. That's the same setup I was trying to show you on YFII 1, that we could get this move to the upside, right? However, just have to be cautious because I think like Alonzo was long in it right there, like low 2200. And I was like, look for 27 to 29. Is market dumping? I'm seeing like YFII dumping. So, you know, we can hit like 27,000 to 30,000. We did hit 27. Now we created a trend line. Crypto people love trend lines. Low volume, price is decreasing. It is okay. That's not a big deal, right? So let's see on the lower degree. On the lower degree, so we just have to avoid like retesting like low 22,000, but doesn't break 27. You see what I'm saying? That's going to give us a continuation pattern. If we basically get this move, right, and do not break 27, it is automatically a possible continuation down. Okay, especially if we make a lower high right there, that's going to be very aggressive. It could be dropping low. However, right, if we can basically just get this move, right, we can continue the uptrend. Okay, we're gonna just look at it as a double bottom and might not even like have to retest the low again right here. You see what I'm saying? So just be cautious. Like a retest of 22,000 can hold, right? We don't want to break it, right? If like we can hold it, we gotta break again 27 for any further move to the upside. So it is a correction, not an uptrend, right? So remember, you're gonna be trading a correction, not a defined move, right? Even this move, it is still corrective, right? So let's keep that in mind. And one of the reasons why I'm saying it is like you could get a possible ABC correction, which is like something like this, right? Where you get a nice A, B, and C correction, right? So that's possible. That's why I'm saying be cautious. If we basically do not break this range of 27,000 after the second retest, right? After the second retest. But just give it a shot, right? Let's give it a shot. And wait for a breakout right there. Wait for a breakout right there. If it doesn't break out above this range, it's a no, not a long, right? Not a long position. And one thing we also gotta, avoid creating is like this sucker right here. That's why I'm saying we gotta break this trend line. Otherwise, it's gonna create a lot of bearish setups, right? You could some bearish setup. You could look at it, this way also, right? So move on to Zcash. So Zcash almost at target 74 right there, right? So if you've been holding Zcash, you are back to some bullishness, right? Yep, you can see like same double bottom type of a structure I just showed you, right? So you got this double bottom. It is a bearish setup, guys, but let's see. It is a bearish setup, and most of the time we could expect continuation. However, this could be just a double bottom, just like Ethereum on a macro scale, and just pumped up to basically 87. So would wait for a breakout above like 74, 75 strongly, and we could basically look for further number. But my target was like 74 at the most, right? And we're gonna basically take a look at it afterward, right? So if you remember Zcash, when Zcash was right there, right? When Zcash was giving us this move, right? I was expecting Zcash to drop down to like $40 and so on. Zcash was right here, right? But it did end up like pumping to the upside. It is still the same, but however, it came back down and retested the low. So that give it a bullish sign, right? So we could definitely pump above 74. You just want to wait for confirmation. You want to wait for it to break above it, and it might not be dropping below this range of $50, which is like a very, very strong support for the bulls. Not looking to basically break it. They're not trying to buy anything lower, right? So they're going to basically buy the dip in this area, right? So it looks good so far, man. It looks good. The bearish setup is got some mix of bullishness, so just be cautious, right? The only thing bearish on it right now is like the flat correction right here, and it could be negated, right, if like we can do something like this and pump again. So ZILLIQA, let's go ahead and take a look at ZILLIQA on the lower degree. So ZILLIQA got a different structure. It is making a lot of noise. Too much noise right there, sort of ending diagonal. So it's gonna pump, right? It's gonna pump, but let's see if we're gonna retest basically 0.786, which is like 107 first. That's why ZILLIQA USD is so slow, because ZILLIQA BTC is not bullish, so people are not gonna buy it, right? So they're not gonna be buying a ZILLIQA, USD if ZILLIQA BTC is not that bullish. So let's wait for a breakout, right, or even a retest of 107 for to be very aggressive. I'm not saying not to buy it or anything. What I'm saying is it's not aggressive. Okay, it is moving very, very choppy, right? Very, very choppy. Walton, SXP. We already talked about SXP. Let's see. I don't think SXP did we. So SXP, I don't know if we talk about SXP or not, but look for further move to the upside. We just need a big breakout above like 115. Our resistance was like 109 to 111. We're already trading just about 109 to 111, right? In our premium, we said if we break the hourly 100 EMA, it is going to be a buy all the way up to 109 to 111. It pumped all the way up to 116. So you got in at, let's say you got in at 99, you're looking for almost 20% move, right? If you got in anywhere around like 97, right? But it is still bullish, right? 0x pumping nicely, beautiful, a beautiful triangular formation, a breakout resistance right there. So just need to break this resistance, right? You see what I'm telling you, like regarding the flat correction, you know, about Zcash. Same thing right there. You can see like we dropped down. We did continue the downtrend, and now we're reversing. Okay. Now we need to break this 43 cents. Walton, let's check Walton. I think that should be the last one anyway, so because I just talked about 0x. Come on, this sucker doesn't have any volume. Let's okay, let's check. So it looks good, right? It looks good. It is a hold, right? It is a hold. So sell volume is big, but I would ignore it right now at the top, right? And look for a break above 229, right? 2000 to basically 2200 range, right? It looks good, man. It looks good temporarily, but it is still a correction. It is nothing but a correction, right? It is nothing but a correction. So can it correct higher? Yes, it can give us a 5 big wave like this, like that. But as of now, it is still a correction until we get a big move to the upside, and we're going to be looking for the next move down. So looks good overall, right? So not overall, but this range looks good for, you know, a possible at least 15%, no, not 15%, but 12% move. If I had noticed it earlier, I would have called it like, you know, you could get this 30% move, but I wasn't paying attention to Walton, right? So just like let me show you. You can see like our blue Zell call, right? We took it from this point to that point. That's a nice 30% move. Same setup, right? Same setup. You're welcome, Peter. So the grid index is, yes, I'm expecting a drop, Peter, regarding the grid index. We're gonna get a dump, man. It's just a matter of time. I'm not saying a dump, but a correction, right? Market is looking red, like slightly right now. It's hard to find. Now I can't even. Got some double digit right here, wave and all of that good stuff. XRP is still 20%. Suckers. Yeah, Atom move very slow, man. Yep, you see CRV exactly is playing out as I was expecting. So I did not FOMO, right? So during our premium group live stream, that's what I was expecting, a double bottom, triple bottom sort of structure, right? Just like the YFII. We just talked about the YFII, right? So we just have to break this. The overall structure is bullish. Once again, this is bullish, right? But we need to break above this trend line, right? We need to break above this trend line. On the 8-hour basis, we got a slight hidden bearish, not hidden, but a slight bearish setup. Is like this small volume right there in between. I don't like it, especially on support and resistance. So That's why we need to wait for confirmation. But other than that, if we basically break above this range, and if the breakout is real, we're gonna look for the 111. But we need to break this trend line. Okay. Need to break this trend line. We need to break this trend line, and we need to enter much earlier, right? Like try and enter early, just in case we get the triple top, right, and a rejection. Because once again, I already showed you, we got a you could look at it as a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, right? This one, and then we're going to be looking for another retest right there. We don't want to break this top, right? So retest right there. But let's just assume like this move itself is not done yet. 1, 2, okay. This is wave number 3, wave number 4, and wave number 5 right there. Let's assume like that's the move we're getting, okay. But for the bearish setup, we could assume like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're gonna look for this correction down. Instead of a flat correction, it could be a correction down, right? Right. It could be a correction down right here, right? Even lower, right? Even lower. So but either way you look at it, it is going to be, if we're going to reverse, it is going to be a very juicy move, right? We just have to find the bottom, and to be sure, right, it's not going to drop below it, because as you can see right now, this range is 236, 382 going to be like 63, right? That's why I'm being cautious. I almost jumped in right there, but I was like, let me just be patient, because you know, I just gotta go with my analysis. Otherwise, if you watch the market 24-hour, when you jump in, you don't even, you know, realize you'd already jumped in, right? So you'd be like, man, I should have waited, right? So 8 hour. Let's take a look at 12. Yeah, it doesn't look healthy so far. Daily. Yep, daily 21, just about like 67, so it's okay. But we do not want to break down to the daily today, right? Because the candle is already bearish. Okay, and we're holding very strong at 236. So we want to wait till like after the daily candle open, right? If we can dip, it is okay. Right? But now dipping down like this all the way down to 63, it'll make it look very bad. Right. I'm starting to see some red now, but a few hours ago everything was green. So BAT is pumping. As you can see, our target is like 27. So if you're basically holding BAT right there, it's already pumping, guys. It's already pumping. It's already pumping, guys. So I think Aldo in holding BAT. So looking good, man. 27 coming very soon. So Bitcoin Cash already breaking 301. So as you can see, we talk about like Bitcoin Cash breaking breaking this trend line, and it is going to be a moonshot, guys. Like, so we just want to close above 305. We talk about it like during the live stream. We just want to close above 305, right, on a daily basis, right? That's all we want. Because if we close red, this candle is going to be red, and most people are going to be panicking. But let's see what's moving now. Let's check ICX again. Ether is slowing down, so it's not time to be messing with Ether right now. ICX is slowing down a little bit. It is slowing down. Big volume right there, so but it is slowing down. BNB also slowing down, but on the 8 hour doesn't look bad. Even though the sell volume is big, price is still above a trend line, right? That's pretty convincing. So we just have to break out above like 31. If we can break above 31, this sucker can give us a nice 20% move right there, or even like 30% move, right? So I'm betting on it. So EGLD also pumping, right? One of our top coin to pick. So oh, okay, you basically dump your Walton. Yeah. Your Walton used to pump a lot. I don't know what's going on with it now. Just try to stay in down. Yeah, IOTA is pumping, man. Yeah, it's pumping. Just correcting. So 1 hour 21, holding very strong. So looks nice. Loom, I don't think it's time to be trading Loom right now. It might be just huddling. Yeah, be cautious with Loom. It can still dump like another 50%. I'm not saying it will, but the support trend line right there, it is just about like 75. So I would be very, very, very cautious with Loom, because we took some profit. Last night it pumped like to 300. I was like, let's just take some profit and we're going to look to buy back, because we've been holding Loom, like, you know, after, you know, it hit target and then we tried to buy it back right there, right? You know, just by like 250 to 200, but it kept dumping. So after the pump, you know, we decided to take some profits and look to buy it low. So it is good time to start accumulating, but I don't expect a big move yet. But it doesn't mean we cannot get it. Once again, all I'm saying is, you know, it can retrace much lower. Yeah, a lot of coins at resistance, so don't be surprised, guys, to see a red day. So this week, sometime this week. Yep, near as we, you know, said last time, could still be correcting. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. So be safe out there. You know, BTC is at the very top. You know, they could pull the rug at any given time. So not here to tell you either to buy or sell. All I'm telling you is, like, you know, it is time for dumb money to start buying, right? So all right guys, thanks a lot for tuning in.